With the dramatic rise of AI tools in the last couple of years, it's more possible than ever to make money online in just a few hours a week. Tasks that used to take hours can now just take minutes with the help of AI. I myself was hesitant when AI came on the scene, but after experimenting with some of these tools and trying them out in my business, I can confidently tell you that they are a huge game changer. And there are several that are even really beginner friendly, so you don't even need experience with AI to jump in and get the ball rolling. And I'm guessing if you're here, you're wanting to make money online working from home. So that's exactly what we're diving into today. I'm sharing 5 amazing AI business ideas that are going to make big money this year that you can earn income from starting today. Now, the first 3 in this set of 5 are more service-based. The last 2 are more digital product-based. And if you're new to this whole world of selling digital products, I want to go ahead and let you know I have a free guide linked in the description box below. That's my free digital product starter guide for anyone who knows that they want to start selling digital products to make money online, but maybe you're a little bit intimidated or confused about how to start, what all goes into having a digital product business, how to create them, how to sell them. Really everything you need to know to get started is in this guide, and it's completely free to use, so definitely click that link below to grab it once you're done watching this video. All right, let's jump into AI business idea number 1, which is AI video editing and repurposing. Like I mentioned, this one is a little bit more of a service-based offer where you're going to be using AI tools to edit or repurpose videos for clients. The clients who might need just general video editing could be YouTube creators who are wanting to outsource their editing, or really any business owner that's using digital marketing specifically in the form of video. There's also repurposing video, which means you're taking an original video that someone has filmed and reformatting it for a different size so that they can use it on a different platform. Videos on YouTube have to be a certain size and orientation, whereas videos on Instagram or TikTok, let's say, are in a completely different size and orientation. So they may want to take one and repurpose it or reformat it to be able to use it across multiple platforms. The main client that you might have for repurposing videos is going to be someone who's a content creator that's wanting to use their content across multiple platforms, so they're not having to film different individual videos for each one. So whether you're offering general video editing or repurposing, you can use one of my favorite AI tools. It's called Descript. Now, Descript does a lot of different things, but it does have an amazing AI video editor that makes video editing super easy and super simple and takes out hours of time that you could spend manually editing. But when you use Descript's video editor, you're using specific AI functionality to cut out most of the manual work so you can get these projects done quicker. So here I am on Descript, and I've just uploaded a raw video that I filmed for YouTube. It's unedited. It has lots of mistakes, lots of repeats, and things that would need to be edited out. And so on Descript, the one thing I love is that it's a text-based editor. So once you upload your video, you're going to see it automatically come up with the text transcript here on the left, and you can click anywhere in this text to jump to that part of the video. You can see where there are periods of lots of different dots together, and those are times that I'm not speaking. I'm probably either pausing, thinking about what I want to say next, or maybe I made a mistake and I'm having to pause to reword something. Those are moments in the video that would need to be edited out. So if you're not using an AI tool, you'd probably be manually going through each of these and cutting them out, which takes a lot of time and effort. But Descript has an AI feature called Underlord. So when I come here to where it says Underlord, I have all of these different AI options. So for example, I can click to shorten the word gaps. Those are those periods where I'm pausing or length of time between what I'm saying. So I can come and say, for gaps more than half a second, I want to shorten that to 0.2 seconds. I can change this around depending on if I want to completely remove these gaps or just shorten them, and then click to shorten all. And you can see here now on the left side, all of those gaps have been eliminated. Now, if I come back to the Underlord, I can also see the other options for things like adding studio sound, which is going to make my video automatically sound so much better. I can remove retakes, which are moments where maybe I say the same thing twice in a row. I can remove certain filler words like anything I'm saying that doesn't need to be left in the final draft of the video. I can improve my eye contact with the camera and do a lot of different interesting things with this. So once I'm done editing this, then I can download this. And if I'm offering an editing service to a client, I would then just send the final file to them. Now that's for general editing, but I can also repurpose using Descript. So again, with the Underlord feature, there's a section called Repurpose, which I can then click to create clips, create a highlight reel, find highlights. So when it's talking about highlights, it's going to use AI to search through my transcript and find different areas of the video that would seem like its own smaller clip, which is exactly what we're wanting to do when we're repurposing. We want to cut it up into smaller chunks so that our clients can use it for something like an Instagram reel or a TikTok video. So there's just so many different things you can do with Descript AI, and it makes it so much easier and cuts out a lot of time in terms of editing and repurposing. This is something you could learn to do fairly quickly and start to offer these video editing services. Places you could find clients for these services would be number 1, on a freelance platform like Upwork or Fiverr. Number 2, reaching out to potential clients via social media or email. And number 3, finding a marketing or a production agency that outsources their editing. Now, if you're interested in trying out Descript, I have it linked in the description box below. Definitely give it a shot and see what you think. Okay, business idea number 2 is AI-powered copywriting. Now, when I say copywriting, I'm not talking about copyright as in the legal term of having intellectual property ownership over something. I'm talking about copyright, which is when you're actually writing words or copy for a business, for a website. Really, any words you use online in marketing is considered copy. So here you'd be offering your service as a copywriter for clients like business owners who might need emails written for them, or copy for their website, or even content creators who might want to outsource writing captions for their social media posts. So before AI came on the scene, you would have to actually just manually think of what to say and spend hours trying to come up with different copy for emails, websites, captions, whatever it might be. But now we have AI tools like ChatGPT that can seriously save us tons of time and effort by giving us some inspiration or even helping us draft our copy. So here I am on ChatGPT, and I'm going to basically just tell it what I want it to generate for me, giving it context first so it knows all the details of what I want it to be coming up with. So let's say I'm wanting to generate an email that I could provide to a client who's a business owner that runs a pet company, and they're wanting me to generate a New Year's Eve focused email about their deals that they're launching for their pet grooming services. So I'm going to put myself in the shoes of my client and tell ChatGPT, I own a pet grooming business and am launching a 50% off sale for New Year's. Please act as my copywriter and generate a promotional email to send to my subscribers, letting them know about the sale and giving them the code PET50 to apply the discount. The email should be focused on New Year's Eve and be written in a friendly, relatable tone. So now I'm going to give that prompt to ChatGPT and see what it comes up with. Okay, so it gives me the subject line, New Year, new look for your furry friend, the header, and then the body of the email, which says, as we say goodbye to 2024 and welcome a shiny new year, why not treat your furry companion to a fresh, clean start too? To celebrate New Year's, we're offering 50% off all grooming services. That's right, half off the pampering your pet deserves to kick off 2025 in style. It has a whole section of how it works. So book your session, use the code PET50 at checkout. It has this deal is only valid till January 7th and ends with an encouragement to book the appointment now before the slots fill up. So this is a great start. And then I'm going to continue going back and forth with ChatGPT, refining this into more of what I want. So I might say, this is good, but please also address a concern my ideal customer might have and present my pet grooming services as the solution. So now it's going to regenerate that same email and incorporate this new request I gave it. So here's the wording now. We get it. Life gets busy and keeping your pet's coat clean and tangle-free can feel like a challenge. Maybe you've been worried about shedding, matting, or your pet's overall hygiene, especially as the seasons change. That's where we come in at Your Business Name. We specialize in turning grooming into a stress-free, tail-wagging experience for both you and your furry friend. So it did exactly what I asked it to do in terms of incorporating a challenge my audience might have, presenting my grooming services as a solution, and then continuing on with the rest of the email. So I can go back and forth as much as I want with ChatGPT to refine this. I can also just refine it with my own wording if I have something specific I want to put in there, or I want to reword it to incorporate my brand voice a little bit more. But as a copywriter who's offering services for a client, ChatGPT is going to give me a huge head start and cut down on the time it takes for me to generate these types of emails, or I can even be generating Instagram captions, website copy, really anything I need on ChatGPT. It can even help me come up with ideas if I'm feeling sort of in a creative rut with this. So to find clients for a copywriting service like this, I'm going to do some of the same things that I mentioned with the video editing. I can post my services on a freelance website like Fiverr or Upwork. Those are common places people go to find these types of services. Or I can even just look and do some research on social platforms or websites online to find who my ideal clients might be and go ahead and just directly reach out to them, letting them know about my service through email or reaching out on social media. And I might even want to offer my first round of services for free or at a big discount to give them a chance to work with me and see if they'd like to hire me further. All right, moving on to business idea number 3, and this is social media content creation. Now, this is one specific part of what you might be doing if you're a social media manager. Your most likely clients for this type of business would be other business owners or content creators who are wanting to outsource their social media management and creation to someone else. So here we're talking about a 2-step process. The first step being using ChatGPT again to generate the actual text that we want to use in our social media graphic design. So I'm here again on ChatGPT, and this time I'm going to ask it to generate some quotes for me that I could possibly use for my client's business for their social media account. So I could say, generate 20 inspirational quotes focused on the importance of motherhood. I'm assuming just for this example that my client has a motherhood-focused social media following, so I'm going to focus these quotes on that niche. So here ChatGPT is generating these different quotes for me, and once I have these generated, I'm going to just look through these and make sure I like them all. If I don't, I can ask it to give me more, but if I do, I'm just going to go ahead and select all of these, right-click to copy, and then I'm going to come over to Google Sheets where I can create an easy free spreadsheet. I'm going to come up in this top left corner, right-click and hit paste, and that's going to go ahead and paste all of my quotes here, each in a different row. And then I'm going to come up here and click File, Download as a comma-separated values. That's a .csv file. So this is going to download this spreadsheet for me in a specific file that I can then bring over to Canva. Now, if you're not familiar with Canva, it's an amazing free design tool that you can use online. There's a website you can use or the mobile app, but it's my absolute favorite tool for graphic design because it is so user-friendly and easy to learn, and you can do pretty much everything you need to do all for free. If you're interested in trying out Canva and you haven't tried it before, I have a free 30-day Canva Pro trial linked in the description box below. That'll give you a free 30-day trial for Canva Pro, which is their upgraded paid plan to give you access to extra features and templates so you can try it out and see if you think that might be a good fit for you as you start your business. But when we're here on Canva, I'm going to go ahead and click to create an Instagram post size project. Now I can either create the look of this myself manually, or I can find a template. That's one great thing about Canva is there are tons of different templates that make it just super easy to go ahead and get started. So let's say I want to find a minimalist Instagram post template. I'm going to click on the one I like. So let's just add this one. And then I'm going to use the app called Bulk Create. So you can go over here to the left where it says apps and you can search for Bulk Create. I already have mine saved here on the left. So I'm going to click on that. And this is where I'm going to bring over my quotes from ChatGPT and insert them here in Canva. Now, before I insert these quotes, I would definitely want to make sure that this design is exactly how I like it. So if I'm wanting to move these graphic elements around at all, or even click to change the font on this, I can do that first. And once I have it looking exactly like I want, I'm going to select this main text and I'm going to click this button for upload data. I'm going to find my CSV file and click to open that. And then I'm on to step 2, which is where I can right click over this text where I want my quotes to go. And I'm going to click connect data, click continue. And now I can see all of my different quotes here. They're all checked. And I'm going to click generate 19 designs. So when I click that, Canva is going to use its magic to give me all of these different designs, each with one of the different quotes. So here I've got my whole set of 20 different quote graphics that I could use for social media. Now, of course, I can continue to go in and edit these each individually if I'm wanting to change around the colors or the fonts, but this is a quick and easy way to generate a lot of social media content with the use of AI. All right, we're moving on to business idea number 4. Now, like I mentioned before, these last 2 business ideas are less service-based and more product-based, specifically digital products. So I just want to remind you, if you could use some help and some direction in getting your digital product business started and growing and making consistent sales, then click the link below after you're done watching here to grab your free digital product starter guide. I know it'll be a huge help to you and give you all the information you need to know so you don't feel like you have to piece random pieces of information together from across the internet. This has got everything you need to be successful from day one. Okay, so our next business idea is a digital product idea, and this is selling AI art. Printable wall art has exploded in the last few years in terms of people wanting to go on and just be able to instantly purchase and instantly download and print art instead of going to a physical store to buy it. So you can create your own art from scratch, but you can also use AI to generate art that you could sell as a printable or an instant download. Now, one reason I love these types of digital products specifically is because of the passive income potential. When you sell products that can make you passive income, it means that all you have to do is create the product once and it's an instant download that doesn't require any more editing shipping on your part or even filling the order. It's instantly and automatically done. So your only work is the initial creation of the product and getting it listed in your online shop. And then it just sells on autopilot over and over again, making you passive sales. This is where you can really work smarter instead of harder and scale your business passively. So there are a lot of great AI tools you can use to create AI art. You can use everything from DALL-E to Midjourney to Kittl. But of course, my favorite is Canva. So we're here again in Canva and we're going to click to create a design. And I want to start my project in whatever size I want my wall art piece to be in. So for this, I'm going to click custom size and I'm just going to enter the width and height. So let's say I want this to be in inches and I want it to be an 8 by 10 inch design. I'm going to put that in, create new design, and here's my canvas. Now I'm going to come over to the app section and type in Magic Media. And this is the app I'm going to use to create my AI art. So here I can choose to generate either an image, a graphic, or a video. So I can check out the image styles under this section that says styles. I can click see all and it gives me things like filmic, photo, minimalist, vibrant, which are all under the photography section, or I can create something with a digital art style like anime, dreamy, 3D, mid-century, or even something in a fine art style like watercolor, ink print, oil painting. So I'm going to try out watercolor and see what this looks like. I'm going to enter my prompt, which is basically just telling it exactly what I want the art to be. For this, I might want to generate something for a nursery. So let's say I want to have a safari animal art theme. I could say something really simple, just like a giraffe, or I could add details to it. But I think for this, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it simple and click generate image. So here it's generated 4 different giraffe images for me. So if I like one of these, I can click to add it to my canvas and then continue working with it from there. Or I might want to generate it again using some extra detail. So I might go back and add a giraffe eating. Click generate again. And here it's given me 4 new images to choose from. So I can continue to play around with this and generate until I find one that I really think could be a good fit. Of course, I can get as specific with this prompt as I want. I might want to add specific colors that I want in it, or if I want the giraffe with other animals or in a certain setting. But the idea here is to find what I think could sell well as a digital art print. And then I could even click to add text if I like with the text tab here. Now, once I'm finished with my art prints, I'm going to click share and I'm going to download these as whatever file type I want to. So normally for printable wall art, I'm going to be downloading and offering this product either as a JPEG, a PNG, or a PDF. Now, one thing to note with selling art prints, a great idea and what can up your revenue quickly is by offering prints in a bundle. This could be offering several different prints that go together as a set. So going back to our safari animal example, if I wanted to offer a set that had a giraffe print, an elephant print, a lion print, and a monkey print all together, that could be sold as a bundle. I could also have a bundle that's just one design, but I offer it in several different sizes, which Canva makes really easy with their magic resize tool. So you can sell these types of prints as an individual file, but you can definitely charge more and earn more per sale if you offer it as a set or a bundle. Now, if you're wondering about offering different sizes and you're like, I don't even know what kind of sizes people would want for these types of art prints, I got you covered. That is also in the digital product starter guide that I have linked below. So don't forget to grab that. It'll give you a whole sizing chart in case you're interested in selling this type of product. All right, moving on to our next business idea, and this is selling educational or business resources. So a great example here is selling something like an ebook or an informational guide. Of course, you can always sell this directly to your audience if you have people that are following you that are wanting this sort of product, but you can also list something like this on Amazon Kindle. So here we're going back to our dynamic duo of ChatGPT and Canva. All right, so let's say again that I am an influencer who wants to create an informational guide for my audience all about being a new mom. I can first ask ChatGPT to help me conceptualize this ebook or informational guide if I'm not quite sure yet what all I would want to include. I could give it some context first, saying something like, I'm an influencer whose audience is made up mostly of young new moms who are struggling to get used to motherhood. I want to create an informational guide that gives them practical advice and inspiration. Please give me 8 tips that would help them. Okay, I'm going to see what ChatGPT gives me here. It says, here are 8 tips for young new moms that you can include in your guide. Number 1, embrace the chaos. Number 2, build a support network. Number 3, prioritize self-care. And it goes on with these different tips, giving you a little explanation of each. So I could take these and run with it myself, or I can use ChatGPT as much as I want, even up to the point of giving me some of the actual copy that's going to go into my ebook. So if I want to go that far with it, I could even say, please generate 3 to 5 paragraphs for each of these tips, expounding on them in detail, giving instructions on the best way to implement each. And here it's giving me what I asked for, several different paragraphs for each of these tips. So of course, before I start actually creating my ebook, I want to read through this and make sure, number one, that this information is accurate. You always want to double check when using AI for accuracy of the information. And also, is this the information that I really feel like would help my audience? Or does some of it maybe need to be switched out for something else? So I generally like to use tools like ChatGPT for giving inspiration for starting first drafts of copy, but then I always want to refine it myself, put my own brand voice on it, especially if I have an audience that's following me specifically. I want them to know and feel like they're hearing from me and not just some text that an AI tool spit out. But this is a great way to get started and a great way to save a lot of time in the beginning when you're creating a product like this. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy this first tip just so I can show you the next steps. I'm going to go ahead and copy this and I'm going to come over to Canva. Now I've come over to the templates section on Canva. Canva has a whole library of lots of different templates like we saw before. And I've typed in workbook. So now I have all of these different templates for workbooks that I can use to create my ebook. You can search for whatever template type you're looking for here. And then once you find one that you want to use, you'll just click customize the template. And here you'll see it open up in your editor where you have all the different pages of the workbook. So you can pick and choose which of these pages you want to use. You can delete the ones that you don't think fit into your guide. You can duplicate things and change them around. But let's just say, for instance, here's a page on module 1 and it has some placeholder text here. So I might go ahead and just select to remove most of this text to go ahead and put in the text that I had copied from my first point on ChatGPT. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this text and then right click to paste. And here it's pasted in my first tip from ChatGPT, which then of course I want to format by resizing, maybe changing the font around. I'm going to make this look exactly like what I want it to look like. I've got my title here, Embrace the Chaos. So I'm just going to continue to change around the text. I'd probably put that here as the title. And I can continue changing things like the color, the fonts, the text to make it my own and really make it a unique ebook that I'm going to offer for my audience. Now, one other AI feature on Canva that I think is amazing is when you're working with words and text, you can click your text section and then you're going to click on this little pencil that says Magic Write. And this is Canva's AI writing assistant. So this can do things like continue writing. So if I click that, it's going to actually generate more based on what I have here in this text box. So it gave me a whole few more paragraphs here if I want to just make it longer and continue the same thoughts. I can also do things like shorten it, rewrite it, make it more fun, make it more formal sounding, and I can even change the voice that it's using. So I have a custom voice saved here that's called Kate's Voice that I use for my brand, which is a really fun, friendly, relatable voice. That's generally how I like to write. But you can click on add a new voice and put a sample of your writing here or what you want it to sound like, and it'll give you a description of what that voice sounds like and save it so that every time you have text that you're bringing over from, let's say, an AI tool, if you want to make it sound more like your brand voice, you can easily come here to Magic Write and change it to your voice, which then edits that text and gives you a new version of it that applies more of your brand voice elements. So once I'm finished with my whole ebook, again, I would come up to share and I'm going to download this final file, which for an ebook or an instructional guide like this would most likely be a PDF. So there you go, friends. I hope that was helpful for you. Make sure to click the links in the description box below if you're interested in trying out Canva Pro free for 30 days, and click the link to grab your free digital product starter guide. Talk soon.